Alright, let's give Saturday's daily puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Major Pieces with a Light Touch. It is white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, so I got robbed. I feel like I got robbed on yesterday's, so I would love to get a little payback on the daily puzz. Let's see what happens here. So black definitely has me outpieced by 4 points of material, it looks like. Got an extra bishop and a pawn, but it is my move, and I've got some checks. This is definitely a check. This. There's more, but I don't need to go through all of them. But yeah, I mean, skewering the king looks kind of interesting. Can I chase the king away from the queen and then just win it? Win the queen? It almost feels like that should be able to happen. So if I go here, I guess the king could go here and then probably is fine. So maybe it would be to chase the king away first, but then I don't have the opportunity to get on the same diagonal. So if I go here right now, that looks pretty good. I mean, the king, has this. We can go in this direction. Yeah, just anywhere in that direction it looks like it can go. The bishop could block, but the bishop's not, I mean, I just take the bishop, so that's not a problem. So just forcing the king over here, it almost feels like this should just be a ladder mate, doesn't it? I guess if the king goes here, then the queen can block. So here, but yeah, I mean, if the king goes anywhere, yeah, wait, if the king goes anywhere but here, I think I'm ladder mating, right? So if I went here, say the king went here, I can go here, and then the king is forced onto this file. I guess the queen can block if the king goes here. But if the king went here, wait a second, here, no, here, yeah, that's what I was looking at because the rook is there. And then even if the queen blocked, I would be here, and this is a ladder mate. So I think the king actually has to go here. Let me look at this line as well. Here, nothing can block. The king has to come over. Yeah, and then the rook is just coming. Oh, maybe up here, actually. Won't work. Because then the queen can swing through. But it seems like the king kind of has to go here, to me. I mean, I'm at very least winning the queen for a rook. If not, like, the queen can block immediately if the king goes here. So here. If I went here, the queen will block, and then it seems like the threat's over, right? This puzzle's called Major Pieces with a Light Touch. So, I mean, these are my major pieces. I don't know what a light touch means. My pawn and king are like all the way over here. There's no way they're getting involved, right? I don't know. I don't want to think about the title too much, but it seems pretty confusing to me. I really want to make this check happen. I feel like the king kind of has to go here. I don't really know what I do after that, though. If I go here, the queen just blocks. I can trade the queens and win this pawn, but I'm down a bishop, so that seems like a pretty bad idea. Then the bishop is pinned. Maybe that's what it is. Can I, like... Wait a second. So here. I would go here first, but then and then I was thinking trade the queens, king here, take the pawn. I'd probably just get attacked by the king. I don't know what I'd do after that. And like this seems pretty scary with the bishop lining out. I don't know. Seems tough. I don't really feel like I'm getting whatever I need to be getting here. It's hard to get away from this for me. I don't know what else I should be thinking if I'm not thinking this. Like I can't do this. These queen checks don't look that good to me. I like that the queen is taking away this square. It feels like forcing the king over here is good, but it seems like this kind of ladder matey idea just doesn't work that well. Okay, maybe what if I went here instead? So here, I'm thinking the king has to go here. If I went here, then when the queen blocks, I have no. I was thinking I could go here, but the bishop obviously has that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Is this the move? I feel like this is the move. If it's not, I'm just completely lost, so I'm just going to give this a try. Okay, so that is the first move. Now the king's in the open. I feel like these checks are interesting. I don't want to get in the way of my rook. I'm going to go ahead and rule that out. If I go here, the queen blocks. Is this interesting? Okay, I hadn't really thought about, like, there might be some fork here eventually. I thought the king had to go to this square, so I'm glad I was kind of right about that. It felt like the other lines were, like, that's just hard to calculate. There's a lot of stuff to calculate there just to figure out that this was the right move for the king after assuming that this was the right move for the rook. Like, this is a deep puzzle already. All right, so I can go here. I don't know why that would be good. It almost seems like I'm gonna be able to fork the rook somehow. I feel like this has to be the next move. It has to be one of these two, doesn't it? Would this be beneficial in any way? I was really thinking like I might try to get in the back door here. But the bishop obviously has that covered. I feel like it's this. Then queen definitely is going to have to come here or else I'm checkmating. But I don't know what I do after that if it's not trading the queens. I also was thinking my rook was here, so that was stupid when I was talking about taking the pawn earlier. I don't know what I'm doing. Feels like it has to be this. I don't know why. It's one of these two moves, right? Here. I'm not seeing it. I'm going to try and get into this position. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's not either of those. Okay, great. We're having fun. We're having fun out here, dude. So is it this? I feel like that's the only other sensible move. No. Okay. All right. So now I'm just totally lost. Just give me the answer to the puzzle. Let's see the solution. How did I miss that, man? That's really stupid. Oh, so I just forced the queen off the board. So eventually I just do force the queen off the board. Definitely should have seen that check. Let me see. I might be able to understand this now. All right, so I did calculate the whole reason that the king would have to move here. It doesn't have all that many moves after I go here with the rook. So king's going to have to go there. How do I miss this? That's just really, really stupid. That's just a check you got to see, dude. Okay, so after I go here, though, what's the king doing? So if it goes here, is this mate? Not quite. So I'm working on a ladder mate now. So what does happen in the puzzle? King goes there. If it went here, I don't really know what I would have done. But now I'm ladder. Wait, what did I do now? I didn't see what happened. Did I go here? I must go here, and then here. Okay, so then I have the ladder mate idea. I'm wondering what would have happened if the king went here. These lines are tough to see. Man, okay. And then I just win the queen for the rook. And then we're even material, right? So I'm still not even winning, but a rook, a piece, and a pawn for the queen is even material, I think. All right, let me analyze that just to see what happens if the... I'm assuming I just kind of force the king onto the same square anyway, but I'm not immediately seeing it. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, so here I calculated that these weren't very good moves because the queen, you want the queen to be able to block the checks if necessary. So you go here to avoid, so that your queen can block after this happens if necessary. But I don't want to make this move. So this looks like a really good check. That's pretty sweet. I go there. And now I'm wondering what happens if the king goes here, is what I was wondering. Mate 9. Okay, rook a1. And does the king just go here anyway? b6. Yeah. And then rook a6 check. Alright, so I immediately skewer the queen is what happens on that line. Okay, so just a bunch of deep calculation here, considering all the places the king can move it. This was a tough puzzle. Really dumb of me to not even consider this move after like calculating all of the possible lines in the first part. Like I saw that this was the move and then just didn't think about bringing the queen here, which is just a massive oversight. I don't know how I didn't see that, but pretty sweet little puzzle. So the king goes here, and now I have this ladder mate idea that I was looking for the whole time. I have to go here because the queen has this, but I'm forcing the king over all of a sudden. Once the king gets there, all you can do is sack the queen, and I'm winning the queen for the rook. I'm not really sure how we proceed from here, but for some reason I have an absolutely massive advantage in this game. So let's actually take a look at that. So after takes, queen e6 check, e6. Do I end up winning more material here? a7, queen e7 check. What's the point of this? I don't understand what's happening here at all. Bishop b7. So I just have infinite check. I guess just when you have a queen like this, I'm going to be able to win some of this material. I must be able to fork this stuff eventually just by giving a ton of different checks. Let's see what happens in these computer lines. c5 check. Okay. King a6. Queen d6 check. And then I win the rook. All right. So this rook is undefended, so eventually I'm going to be able to fork the rook, I guess, was kind of the idea. Sweet. All right, my queen's just roaming around, giving checks, forking pieces. Sweet, dude. All right, tough puzzle. It's a Saturday, to be expected. A lot of calculation there. Pretty bummed. I feel like I did some of the harder calculation and then just missed a very obvious move, which is a bummer. But you know it happens sometimes. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.